says I'm connected. It's starting to record. Yeah, it's going. So, hello. My name is HING. And today I'm not going to be sharing stories. Actually, today I'm practicing live streaming. So if you're watching this after the recording, definitely love to get some tips, some feedback. How am I doing? What do you like? What do you don't like? And we'll go from there. Hopefully, we'll get some people randomly drop in. We'll do some engagement, some conversations, and just kind of build off that too. I'm filming off my phone right now, so there's about a 30 seconds delay. And I think I tried this a few times, and the chat is also delayed. So to get a question in and then to respond to it, or even if I'm asking a question, I have to work on knowing that the delay is there, so a response is not immediate. Which, in real life, it's kind of tough to have a conversation like that. But if this is about working on your communication skills, taking a little time to pause and think about things is actually not a bad thing. So, hopefully, we'll get some more stuff. We'll dig into that a lot more too. But today, like I said, I'm not going to be sharing stories today. Actually, today, content's going to be a little different. And I want to be intentional as well too, so we don't drag on and keep this pretty long. So, topic to today, hold on, let me take a step back, because the people that are watching this right now are probably part of the SSS Veda community. And you guys have been following me, and I've been sharing a lot of stories. Today, though, this video is more towards my work team. That's the audience, my intended audience. And I'm sharing some things that we have learned and we have gone over within our workplace. And this is to elaborate a little bit more, to touch a little bit more on it. So bear with me if you're joining in. I'll try to explain as much as I can in terms of the background of it. And I hope you still take something away from that. And ultimately, we'll continue to cater content where it's value added for a multitude of different audiences. So, first and foremost, let's talk about, actually first and foremost is eating some chocolate. It's like a mousse, chocolate mousse. Oh my goodness, it's to die for. It's like, yeah, Will, personal trainer at work, I know you're not going to be happy seeing me eat all that chocolate. I know, a moment on your lips, forever on your hips. All right, so I just had to get that out of the way. But anyways, so on to the topic of the day. And today's topic, everyone, is about clearings. Yep. First and foremost, let's define what is a clearing. A clearing is something we use a lot of times when we go into a meeting, when we're about to have a conversation with somebody, and it's pretty much a space where we can share in pretty much any kind of capacity what we have going on in our lives, so we can be present to the person, to the meeting, to whomever and whatever you're doing, so you can be fully present to that. So, that is a clearing, and there's a number of ways we can go about doing clearings. And here's some scenarios for you guys. So imagine you're driving your car, and you have a passenger, and you guys are talking, but you're zoned out. Not to the road, to driving or staying focused, but you're just in daydream, la la land, wherever, and you're just not present to the conversation. How about even listening to an audio CD while you're driving? Sometimes when you're listening, it's like, this is good content. You're listening, and then you get distracted. I don't know, 99-cent McDonald's sign came up or something like that. You drove by the road, but you just lost your focus. And we do that from time to time. The other thing is, like, you go into a meeting, and the topic of the day or whatever the content is, you really can't just stay focused because you are thinking about some other things that's going on. Maybe something just happened on the work floor and you just felt like, man, I should have addressed that. I should have said this. This is how it made me feel. I'm kind of pissed off. And you're just not present to the meeting. Or another scenario, or is when you're watching, TV, YouTube. How often do you, we're just watching and then you start zoning off, getting distracted somewhere else. All right, all in all of these are scenarios where like we can get distracted and our mind does that to us. We wander off and we're not present. And that's the entire intention of talking about clearing, is how do we clear what's going on with us so we can be fully present. Now, we at Lulu has done this quite a bit, and I feel like we've got meetings and we'll do clearings. We'll have team startups, and we'll do clearings, and it's become a routine thing. We'll start off, anyone have any clearing? Look around. Okay, cool. Here's the workload for the day, or if you're in a meeting, here's the agenda for today, and they just go straight to it. We don't put enough emphasis and practice on clearings, where it can be truly a powerful thing if we're able to clear and truly be present to the meeting or wherever it is you're at. So here's some things that we can do. Actually, let me take a step back before we go to some things. Here's what a clearing is not, so that everyone's on the same page, and that way we can coach and support those when they feel like they're trying to clear, but either they don't know how, or they simply just simply don't know what a clearing is. So venting is not a clearing. So anyone have a clearing? I'm kind of pissed off at this driver. He cut me off on my way to work. No, that's on your mind, but that's not the space for it. Like, how is that going to keep you from being present and focused to the meeting? If that's something internally for you to take on and really own and take some personal responsibility on how you react and respond to it, totally different conversation. But how and what are you trying to accomplish by sharing something like that? Know though, like, your intention is to be present. So it could be simple as, driving down here, got to work, but on my way, someone was cutting me off, really affected me. It made me feel really mad. I felt like I was gonna, I felt like I was getting an accident, or I thought I was gonna get an accident. Really made me a little scared and nervous. And I just wanted to clear that. And now I can be present. See, this huge shift, right? One was about venting and blame. The other one was about some acknowledgement. And they were able to soak it in and was able to get space for just to think about that. And okay, I got it. I understand what happened. My own body language told me what happened as well too. You were scared, you were nervous, you're frightened, and then you're able to let that go and move forward too. So that was just one example. Venting, you hear the same clearing over and over in terms of oh, I woke up, I'm super tired today, I'm just not present, Okay, definitely not what we're trying to get at. Remember, we're trying to get to be present. That's the focus here. So when you do that, you're not really committing to anything either. So think about that. What is it you really want? I want to be present. So how can I be present then? I need to shift my mindset. If I'm tired, is there something that I need to do? Do I need to go get some coffee? Do I need to take a White Monster energy drink and pound that down and go ham for the whole half of the day? Or do you need to just psychologically own it, where I'm awake. You have to say that to yourself. Get awake, stay up, So those are some things I want to share with you guys. I'm trying to think of some more scenarios where our minds are distracting us, what we can do to be present. Thinking, how about, here's another one too. I hear that we also follow the clearings with a commitment. So I cleared, this was going on, I'm trying to be present, and I'm committed to doing this later on, which is also great, but it doesn't always have to follow up with a commitment. You should be able to know yourself and where your body and where your mind is at. So committing or not committing is not the be all and end all. You have to follow that structure and routine. Know that if you create the space for people to really be present and you feel like they have that support from you and they say they do it, you have to be able to trust and believe and know that people are enabled to do so like that, or to do so. So, that's one thing. And I also wanted to share with you some experience as well too. We just learned another exercise called morning pages. So that's another form of clearing, where if you have the capacity to start your day off and spend like 1 or 2 quick minutes to write down on a piece of paper all the things that's coming up in your mind. So just free flow for 2 minutes and keep writing. Whatever comes to your mind, keep writing it. Keep putting anything down on the paper. Just keep going for 2 solid minutes, and that's the focus. So when you do that, you're releasing what's on your mind and put it on to the paper. I think one thing for me that I started practicing this about like a solid week now of doing this. It's almost a week. Yeah. No, 3-4 days. I'll say that. I feel more comfortable with that. But anyways, the point is that what I'm learning is that one thing of putting everything on paper helps me stay more focused. Oh, okay, I know I need to do this, this, and this today. The other thing was that I started learning that I should be writing some stuff intentionally, asking myself questions. So why is this important to you? So what do you want out of this? And since it's a clearing intention, how can I be present? It's usually a question I ask a lot. And what I get from it was some pretty powerful self-awareness on like, it's not about the things that's going on outside of me. It's more like, cool, there's some few things that came up. I just had to own it and really check myself and then be able to say, okay, got it. I'm clear on what I want. I'm clear what I'm committed to. Cool, I can be present. Awesome, great. If I was able to get that off every time I do a morning pages, it just starts my day off amazing. Or when I'm about to join a meeting or about to, I can't really do that when you're driving or talking to somebody, whip up a piece of paper. Wait a second, let me do a morning clearing real quick. Not really the best way to clear, but that's also actually another great scenario too. When you're talking to somebody, you sometimes feel like when you're talking to somebody, cool, you're starting off good, and then your mind starts to trail off, whether someone's doing something in the background, something coming up, or just you weren't fully clear. It's okay to stop the conversation and say, apologies, I wasn't fully present, something just came up. You know what? I probably need to take care of that. Can we reschedule and chat again later? I know if I've done that in meetings as well too. I would come to a meeting and there was just some things that were like, hey, this is really important right now. It just came up. I honestly can't be present to this meeting. I need to take care of this. And would it be possible if we can reschedule for a later time? And more often than not, know that that space is there when you are supported with the people around you. So, some great stuff. Morning pages was one of the exercises. The other exercise was constellation. I love that exercise. I think that's a good team builder as well. But again, preface this with knowing and understanding how much clearing, like how impactful clearing is and how impactful like being present is. So that's huge. So definitely work on that. I think I'm trying to think what other exercise that we have for clearing. And meditation. I think meditation is a great way to clear your mind, because if you ever done meditation, the notion of staying focused and clearing your mind is super hard, and that takes a ton of energy, a ton of mental fortitude to really do that. So think about that, and I was encouraged practice some meditation on that. There's also a yoga, well, it's probably meditation and yoga as well too, where you spend a few minutes just focusing on your breath. So you breathe in, you breathe out, and that will help you refocus your mind and body, so that way you can be present to whatever conversation or meetings you're about to join in. So cool. So a lot of stuff about clearings. And there's more. That's not all of what clearings can or should be, but like, know like one thing, if you're gonna take this away, is that like the power of being present is super important. Go into a meeting if you can be present for that, and you don't feel like you need to clear and you can still be present. Absolutely great for you, you know. Oh, funny. Well, not funny, but like side story. Like, what goes on in your body in terms of food or like I don't know what's the word for, like biological needs, going to the bathroom and stuff, doesn't really need to be cleared. Like, it doesn't impact the space around you. If you were to go take care of that, you will be present, right? So there's no need to clear that. You can always follow up with your the people around you later and ask for that space to go take care of what you need to take care of. And usually it shouldn't be an issue. Unless you come in every morning doing that, then might be an issue on that one too. Okay, cool. And then the last thing I'll say about clearing and being present would be, take this away where imagine if you were with someone you truly love, you truly admire, you truly respect. Like, this is someone who's super, super important to you. Okay? Think about that. Who would that person be, right? They know a lot about you. They're always supportive of you. They take care of you. And vice versa. You always, anytime they ask that person asks you to do anything, you are more than willing to drop everything you do and go be there, right, for them. So imagine this, right? Imagine that they are on their deathbed. Yeah. And it's their last hour. And you can, like, you just know it's that last hour for them. When they hold your hand and start talking to you and telling you things, and it could be anything, and that hour will be the most present you will ever be in your life, because nothing is more defining when you are holding someone at their deathbed, and that is pure presence, or as purely being present and focused. So that is the power of being present and focused. So stay with that person. So stay with the conversation, and yeah, just give that person the meeting, the space, whoever you're with, give them that present and that focus is super important for that. So that's the intention of clearing, so we can be there for people and be in a space like that, you know. So I encourage you guys, if you guys are, the next time you're doing clearings, the next time you're in meetings, take that seriously and own clearings and be powerful in being present. Cool? Awesome. Thank you. So thank you for that. I appreciate you guys listening to me talk a lot about clearings, and a lot of you guys probably don't care about that. I can't really say you guys don't care about that. It's probably more like it wasn't prevalent in your life right now, and it's not so important. So it might not be as interesting of a topic for you too. Oh, family's home. And yeah, it's probably a good time. I just want to give a quick shout out at the very end. I wanted to say shout out to the parenting program and Tertia Riegler. They're two amazing channels. I hope you guys check them out. I'll put them in the description down below. And I just want to say, for both channels, they do a great job at sharing just gold content. They talk a lot about development. They talk about raising kids. Parenting program raise kids, and Tertia talks about, okay, my little boy is home right now and he is making a ruckus, full of energy. Okay, one day I'll show you. I'll do an interview with him on a live chat. So hope down the road. Okay, cool. Again, this is one of my first few live video streams, and I'm still learning a lot. Those must have been tough for a lot of you to watch me with all the ums and ahs and like the things I was been going through. But I really wanted to practice this format, and I definitely want to share these kind of content out, because originally this is what I really want to share, and this is what I really want to focus on down this journey. Stories was great. I think Stories has its own value and merit, but these are the things that I've learned, and from like video 1, these are the things I want to share. And I just didn't know how to share it. And I just watched Amy's videos today about like live streaming and talking to the camera in front of it. Like, half my day is talking to people about these things, and that's what my experience is in. I still struggle with it. I'm still learning a lot. But if you can still take something away from it, that's truly valuable. Thank you. Or like, great job. I mean, I appreciate that a lot. So, cool. Other than that, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and attention. Definitely leave a comment below about what you got from clearings and what it means to be present. Also, I'm open to getting more content. So if you're from Lulu or if you're from my inner circle and you've done personal development, what is it that you want to hear or you want me to elaborate a little bit more on? Because I'm digging back into some of the things that I've learned and really, really honing in on it, and like, how can I bring this information and find it really valuable in our day-to-day work environment, in our atmosphere. So definitely let me know on that area too. So if you like this, please hit the like button. And you know what, I'm probably gonna try to work something out on doing some more live streams. So if you do like this, I'll try to do it again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, so 6 p.m. for most 6 p.m. for the West Coast people. But I'm gonna try this again tomorrow and we'll see how that goes. Other than that, thank you for watching. Take it easy.